way too many voices. Because there are some of your classmates that do want to participate in this conversation. Just because you don't want to participate in this conversation, can we acknowledge that some of our classmates do? So can we respect them and keep our voices off? Let's not move in our own personal agenda. You want to talk. But Ms. Taylor, give me a second. Ms. Taylor is asking you to not. So to choose to do the opposite, you're choosing disrespect. Some of your classmates actually do want to hear what's going on and participate in what's going on. So for you to choose to talk, you're choosing disrespect. And now you have to ask yourself, why are you choosing to disrespect the authority in the classroom? Someone who's really trying to work with you. And why are you choosing to disrupt your classmates' learning environment? Because if you were trying to learn something, you probably would want somebody to respect you too. So those are two spaces that chosen disrespect is happening. There's at least 8 individuals and potentially 6 more in our room who do not know that they're important. So what I want to do is help you understand that right now you believe, which is intangible, which is a moving target. We're writing down the 3 reasons why we feel unimportant. The examples that we received was potentially depression or feeling invisible. Now you're going to ask yourself why. Why do I feel depression? Aside from chemical imbalances, I won't speak to that. Sometimes you got some things going on within yourself that you can't control. So if you feel that you feel sad all the time, I mean, you could be at your birthday party and everybody's celebrating you and you still feel sad all the time. If you just never feel happy, please communicate that to your parents, because there could be something going on inside of you that you may need some more support for. So please communicate that to your parents. Don't struggle. You don't have to. In silence, you don't have to. I don't care what anybody has shown you. Like, you know your home circumstances, but please speak up. And if you go to your mom and dad and say, I'm really struggling with being sad all the time. And when you go to church, go find an adult and say, this is what I'm experiencing. You don't know how many adults you're going to have to talk to. So if you do go to your parent and they say, go talk to somebody else about it, go talk to somebody else about it. Somebody's going to help you. Do not suffer in silence. Yo, I don't have a mirror.
Just go to the bathroom. Go to Mrs. Ice class.
Sis, you look good. Look, no, hold up, real quick. Because what you guys are doing, because you identify with this is what's important to you. I get it. But the need to look in the mirror, the need to flip the hair, the need to present a certain way, listen, you are starting to become a character of yourself. And this is no disrespect. You don't understand what I'm saying? I'm like 3 times your age. And what I want to say is, no, you look good. And your good is in your confidence. The good is in your walk. Your good is in how you present yourself. Your good is in every 5 seconds I gotta go look in the mirror. Your good is in I know who I am. So that is what you should be developing. The need to go and do in order to feel like you're her is not what you want to connect yourself to. You want to know you're her, period. Because all the time you're looking in the mirror, you're actually learning yourself. You're not depending on the mirror. You understand? You have created a dependency on something outside of yourself to know who you are. And the goal is to use that outside of yourself to know who you are. So as you sit in that corner, you know you're her. And it's all energy. Now I want to talk to those of you who have no one to talk to. We're all mirrors. When you have friends who grow you, right now friendship is mean. Like, your best friend, if you really sit and think about it, is probably a mean person. They don't know how to be nice. But you can get to a space in your friendships where whenever you sit down with your friend, y'all are growing each other. This is what's called the mirroring technique. What Spirit will do, if you have a problem, you can go to your dog and say, I have this problem. People are reflections. Somebody in here needs this, and therefore I am mirroring into you. What is this thing called?
Projector.
Projector. What does a projector do? A projector projects. So that means every single one of us are little projectors. Whatever we're feeling inside we project into the outside world. So if we feel depressed, chances are the world's picking that up. If we feel invisible, chances are the world's picking that up. If we feel miserable, if we feel not important or important, chances are the world's picking that up because we're all little projectors. Once you start aligning with people who are mirrors and can project back to you, now your dog is projecting back to you and giving you an opportunity to start having those conversations with yourself. Today I feel whatever it is you're working through. We're going to say invisible, you offered that. So today I feel invisible. Why do I feel invisible? And you're talking to yourself. So if we were journaling, today I feel invisible. And I put a little dash right there, okay? And then I put another dash. Turn your voices off. And I say why? Because I'm talking to myself. So let me finish this. I'm going to teach you guys how to help yourselves if you do not have an adult to talk to. All right. So you're going to say, today I feel invisible. Why do you feel invisible? You're talking to yourself. I feel invisible because I was walking through the hallway and people kept bumping into me. Why did people keep bumping into you? They don't respect me. They don't like me. I don't know. People at my class in my school are this. I was standing in the middle of the walkway, whatever it is. Why? Why did you choose to stand in the middle of the way? Why do you allow people to run into you? Why do you feel that you're worthy to be walked over? Ask yourself why. Continue to ask yourself why until you say, oh, that's why I allowed this to happen to me. Do we know that believe and know are two different things? Yes or no? Yes. Those of you who may or may not understand the difference between believe and know. At some point in your life, you believed in Santa Claus if it was allowed, and whatever your family structure is, you insert something that in your youth you believed in. Some point in your life, you moved into a space of knowing that Santa Claus wasn't real. So we move from a space of belief into a space of knowing. If we want to move through our lives, do we want to one finger up if you want to believe in something, two fingers up if you want to know something? Boom, you can be both. Or three, circumstantial, okay. My whole point is, if you believe that you're not important, you don't know if you're not important. Work to a space where you know that you're important. Because right now you believe something, but anything you could believe can be debunked and changed. Move into a space of knowing. And just like, if one of the things that you've written down, I want to give you further assignment before you guys go. One of the things you've written down, depression, you feel invisible. Of those things, now you're going to ask yourself why.